when I have this conversation with clients, I sometimes warn them and I say, okay, I'm not a boomer, but maybe what I'm about to say is going to sound kind of boomer-esque. So just bear with me. The one way to avoid buyer's remorse is to understand the timetable and or view owning this home through multiple time frames. One of the best pieces of advice that my dad gave to me when I bought my first house was don't just buy a home for who you are today, buy a home for who you will become. Which, when my wife and I bought our home, it was the two of us and a dog. We have 5 bedrooms. I did not walk into about 3 of those other bedrooms for like 1 or 2 years, because why would I? There was just like stuff in those rooms. Now those bedrooms are filled with kids and their clothes and things. You will undercut the feeling of buyer's remorse if you just understand what's the timeline for this house and who's going to live in this house, right? To come at it, hey, who are we going to be in 3 years, in 8 years, in 12 years? I have one client who has an 8th grader and loves renting, and he should, because he doesn't want to buy a home right now if the math of his life might change in 4 years when his daughter graduates from high school. Because maybe she graduates from high school, and if she wants to go to the University of Southern California, maybe he'll follow her there. And he just doesn't want to have a variable like owning a home complicate that timeline. And that's the sober way to come at buyer's remorse is you have to think about it over not just the day that you move in. Because the opposite of that is also true. I try, and I know I'm the drug dealer in this conversation. Like, yeah, buy more house. It'll all be great. Like, I'll be happy to lend you more money. Here it is. The cocaine of mortgage. You want more? But it's, if you move into a house that feels small 30 days after you move in, that's crummy. And so to buy a home that you have some elbow room in, if it makes sense financially, I think the number one buyer's remorse is we bought too small of a house.